there, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Dapo-Ayotola, aka Coach Dupdees. I'm excited to be back after a long break, and it's because I actually relocated abroad and it took me some time to settle in. But I'm happy and excited today because I've got a lot of back-to-back information for as many people that are interested or that would love to travel or relocate abroad. I have got lots of useful information for you. We all have different aspirations, plans, projects that we want to embark on, and some of us might want to relocate. And so if you know that relocation or immigration is part of your project this year, then I know this content, this video is actually for you. And if you know as many people that really want to relocate abroad, then this content, this video is for you. So for my new subscribers, I want to welcome you specially, and I want you to kindly subscribe to my channel and put on the notification bell so that you will always be alerted anytime I post new videos. And I also implore you to please help me to share this video so that many people will be able to get this information, because I know it's going to be very, very useful to them. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always being there. I trust you that you will help me to like this video, and you will also share it to your friends and families. Thank you, and thank you so much. We all have different aspirations, plans, projects that we want to embark on, and some of us might want to relocate. So without further delay, let's quickly dive into what we have for today. In the scale of 10, when we're talking about relocation or we want to migrate to other country, there are three major countries that we are actually looking at. Three major, they're very, very popular, and they are just Canada, USA, and UK. So I'm going to be limiting my topic today between Canada and United Kingdom. And the reason for this is because, I have a lot of experiences, packaging my application for both UK and Canada. That is the reason why I would like to limit it for today between the two of them. So I'll be sharing with you the similarities between both countries, the pros of each country, and the cons of each country. So before I share the similarities, the pros and the cons of these countries, I would like to ask a question. And the question is, why are you relocating? What is the purpose of your relocation? Many people have different reasons, different reasons why they want to go abroad. And I have my list here. Like the list is endless, but some people just want to change their environment. They just want to change the environment. They're tired of where they are. They just want to change the environment. Some people want to seek for greener pastures. Yeah. Some people want to further their education. Some people want to make more monies. They have money, but they just want to make more monies. Some people want to go abroad for investment. They have a lot of money and they just feel, okay, let me go international. There are so many reasons why people want to go, abroad. And some people want to go for the sake of their children. For me, the reason why there are two reasons why I actually left, where I was before. And the first reason was because I want to further my education, And secondly is I just want this serenity, security, and sanctity. And that was the reason why we relocated. So we all have our different reasons. And if you can just follow suit with all the instructions will be given to you on this channel, then I know You will make good plans and you'll be successful in your relocation plans by the grace of God. Permit me to use my journal today. And the first thing on my list is to share the similarities between Canada and United Kingdom. The first similarity between both countries is that both have sound education system. So if you want to study abroad, maybe you want to send your children abroad to further their education, or you in particular as a person, you want to study abroad, you want to go for your international, you want to go for your master's, sorry. If you want to go for your master's, then you can consider United Kingdom or you consider Canada. Both countries are very, very good when it comes to, going for your education. And the second on my point, the weather for both countries, they are, extremely cold and it could be very, very harsh in some times. Yeah. And the third on my list is accommodation cost is kind of high. Yes, it's kind of high. Even in Canada, at at this point, the cost is very, very skyrocketing, and it's getting higher every day. And the fourth on my list is taxes are high in both countries. Taxes are high, and also the national average salary for both countries is also similar. So those are the five major similarities between the two countries, between the two countries: the education system, the weather, the accommodation issue, taxes, and the national average salary of employees. So those are the five major similarities between the two countries. Now that we know the similarities between them, I think it's also wise for us to know the pros. That's the benefit, the pros and the cons of both countries. Yeah, it's a big deal to decide whether I want to go to Canada or I want to settle in UK. It's a big deal for everybody. It's a big deal. You need to know what you are doing. And for me, I'm going to start from the pros of relocating to United Kingdom. One of the first benefits of relocating to United Kingdom is that the processing is faster. Yeah, the processing is faster, and it's something you can do. You can do it yourself. You don't need to, you don't need to engage any agency to do it for you. You can do it yourself. The application processing, the packaging, the documentation, everything is seamless and it's kind of very, very fast. Secondly, it's still a continuation of the processing. It's cheaper. It's very, very cheap. Not cheap in quotes, but it's cheaper than relocating to Canada. The proof of funds, the living expenses and everything, if you consider the bills and the expenses you'll be spending in Canada, you will realize that it's cheaper with United Kingdom. So number one is faster, number two is cheaper, and the third one is that it's if you really do not want to move far away from your family, especially when you have an elderly persons that you don't just want to leave them over there, and especially people like me coming from Nigeria, and the distance between Nigeria and UK is just 6 hours, and direct flight. Within 6 hours you're already in your country. If you think you don't like a long distance country to stay in, because you have some projects or some business deals back there in your home country, then maybe you should consider UK. Yes, because the distance it's UK is just like a home far away from home. So consider United Kingdom. The fourth on my list is the cultural diversity is it's very, very okay in the United Kingdom. You see people of like passions like you, people, people that you just be passing by and you see people speaking your dialect, as if you are still in your home country. So there's cultural diversities. you can still eat the food you are eating, your local food. Yes, there are a lot of diversities. There are a lot of African and Caribbean shops all around you that you can walk into and buy the food that you normally or literally eat it back in your home country. So the diversity is much. You see people like you in your church, people in your community. So it's, if you don't want to be lonely, if you don't want to be lonely, if you are a sociable person, then you consider UK when it's come to cultural diversity. So let's quickly dive into the pros or the benefit of relocating to Canada. And the first thing on my list is that Canada have lot of immigration programs and packages. So they are not limited, they are not streamlined, unlike UK. If you go online, you search online, you'll be able to get different packages from different provinces in Canada, and that will suit your own peculiarity. So if you want to consider that, it's okay for you. The second thing is the standard of living in Canada on the long run, it's higher. Yes, it's very, very higher. Then Canada is a safe haven, and it's very, very safe, and the health system, it's kind of better than United Kingdom. Also, there are lots of opportunities, job opportunities, business opportunities, investment opportunities on the long run. They are very, very, they are many in Canada. Another reason is that there is good and sound education system in Canada. Yeah. Also, um, Canada is, in fact, if not the only country that I've seen that to get your permanent residency is shorter. For you to get your permanent residency and your citizenship, you can get both within 2 to 3 years. So if you are considering, okay, I want to relocate and I want to become a citizen, or I want to get my resident permit within a shortest time, maybe between 2 or 3 years, then you should consider, going for Canada. Then you can also get your dream jobs immediately, unlike in UK. In UK, you have to do menial jobs, care works, and everything when you are settling down before you now get your main dreams. But from Canada, you can get your job, maybe the job you were doing, maybe if you're a banker down your home country. If you come to Canada, if you do 1 or 2 courses, before you know it, you become, a banker over there. So you don't need to do menial jobs before you get your main or your dream job when you get to Canada. So if those are the things that the point that I've listed are the reasons why you relocate, then maybe you consider Canada. Let me, summarize it again. um the first one is there's diversity, there are a lot of immigration programs, the standard of living is better, it's the security is tight, there are a lot of opportunities, job investment opportunities, there's good sound and health education system. So if these are the reasons why you want to really relocate on the long run, then you consider Canada. So let's quickly dive into the cons, that's disadvantages of both countries, that's in UK and Canada, and I just have like three from both country for the two countries. The first one, the cons in United Kingdom, that's when you are considering moving into United Kingdom. What are the cons? The first one is that there's no obvious or streamlined process to get your permanent residency or your citizenship. It takes a long time. So people will even stay in UK for 10 years, 12 years, and they don't have their permanent residence, or they are even citizen, or get their own citizenship. So it's the system, the process is it's there's no obvious or streamlined process when it's come to getting your citizenship and your resident permit. It takes time, it takes money, it takes everything from you. So that is one this is one of the cons of relocating to UK. The second thing is that there are biases when it comes to job opportunities. You know, over here, people look at people before they can even consider you. Especially when we are coming from Africa, they would have considered their own people. Last one is that the pay or the wages is extremely lower here in United Kingdom than in Canada. So those are the three things I'm going to share when it's come to cons from of UK. And for Canada, the cons in Canada is the processing takes a long time. In fact, when you are processing Canada, you should be looking at, okay, between 2 to 3 years. Yes, most of the packages, most of the applications takes, is this an express entry? Is it nomination, provincial nomination? All of them, even masters to even study abroad in Canada, it takes a long time. Yeah, I have applied for masters in in Canada. I think I applied for it in 2020. That's during COVID, and till now, till now, I am still expecting. I'm still expecting, and that's why I say, okay, instead of me waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, let me just do my masters in United Kingdom, and then let's see how it goes. So the process, it takes a long time, and you really want to be patient. You really want to be patient, and you want to take your time. Then maybe you should just make maybe UK your plan B. Okay, let me just go to UK, do one or two things, and afterwards, then I can now move, into to Canada. So the processing is longer, but it's it's worth the wait. So the second one is that the documentation, the requirement is stronger and higher. They will ask for so many things. They will ask for accommodation. They will ask for everything. And the reason why the documentation is so secured and so tight is because they don't want liabilities in their countries. They want people that are skilled, people that know what they are doing, people that that know what they are doing, people that can that can take responsibilities for themselves. Those are the people that they are expecting. That's why they are requesting for lots of documentation before they can approve your application. And the third one is loneliness could be a major problem for you if you want to relocate to Canada, because Canada is a very big and a very large country. And for you to see people around you, people of your family members or people that you know, it might take you traveling like 4 hours or 3 hours for visitation. So if you are a kind of person that you want to be sociable, you like people around you, just have it at the back of your mind that it could be very, very lonely when it comes to relocating to Canada. So those are the three things that I would like to share when it comes to the cons of Canada. I would like to call it a day today, and I am of the opinion that you've actually gained one or two things from this video that I've shared with you, and I'll be coming your way. Like I said, I'm going to be coming with back-to-back information, and my next video is going to be on how to relocate to United Kingdom, using the school route, because that was what I used, and it worked for me. I'll be putting you through on how to step by step guide on how to get your student visa approved. Till I come your way, please keep holding on and keep planning to make your dreams, especially your relocation dreams, to come to realization. Till then, take care.